Systems, systems, systems. If I've got any of my old team members watching this, you know I like a good business system. So, any martial arts school owners now, hopefully watching this, I want you to understand the massive, huge importance of having systems. But at the same time, your number one goal is to build up your school. So, yes, you need to build systems, but there's no point in building systems if you haven't got the active count and if your business isn't even what I'd class as washing its face, or even worse, if it's losing money. Your main aim, if you haven't got enough students, is to market. Get out there, get some students through your doors and build up your active count. Then we can start to work on systems. But systems, really, they're going to help you build a business. They're going to help you if you choose to step away from the mats, again, if you choose to. I mean, in our peak, we had classes running 7 days a week, and I was teaching 6 days a week, and I was very hesitant on bringing the seventh day in, but I was teaching every single class. I think at the peak it was about 16, 17 classes a week. That was, again, in line with my full-time job when I was a lecturer as well. I know I'm going back 15 years ago now or something like that, but I want you to understand that it's all about getting students through your door at the right price point, keeping hold of them for a long time, and making sure that they and the family understand how valuable your program is. Anyway, I'm going off. Those of you that watch my videos know that I'm a bit like this. Systems is crucially important. So some of you may have read Michael E. Gerber's The E-Myth. So that's what it's called, The E-Myth. And it just goes on about the main principle is, why is McDonald's so successful? How can that billion-dollar company, who generally has 16, 18, 20-year-olds on the front line, operate and be such a successful business? And again, KFC and so on like that. A lot of the, obviously, for anything franchise, has always got systems in place because people work the systems. There's a lot less variety. There's a lot less of their thought going into it. They're just following the systems, following like the recipe, if you like. So systems really what you should have. And again, please invest in a copy of that if you're not already done so. How to build a highly profitable martial arts school. But me, and I'll look a little bit younger on that. No, I haven't been airbrushed before you say anything. I'll look a little bit younger on that. So invest in a copy of that because I can't think about where it is in there. There's 330 pages in here anyway of tips, strategies, mistakes that I've made, what you should do if you wanted to build up your school. Maybe if I just have a quick look on the contents page, it might be in there somewhere. Let me have a look. Part 1 introduction, part 2 fundamentals. It might be in the no, it'll probably be in part 3. It's a business. It might even be in part 5 operations. Anyway, I'm looking down being ignorant, but invest in a copy of that. That will really open your eyes. Even if you're a higher grade than me, been teaching longer than me, have you been treating it like a business or have you been treating it like a hobby? There's definitely lots of things in there for you. So yeah, going on to some of the systems we had. Initial call, confirmation call the day before the first lesson, the day of the first lesson, the same confirmation calls the day before the second lesson, day of the second lesson, enrollment conference, what they're doing during the actual intro slash consultation, opening up, how the team members open up, how they close up, how often they check the toilets, what should the toilets be like, how often are the mats cleaned, what's the daily cleaning that takes place, what's the end of week cleaning that takes place, how do we track the stats, what's done daily, what's done weekly, how are they answering the phone, are they answering it within 3 rings, how are they replying back to certain emails, are they trying to bring off the emails so they're actually speaking to them on the phone or over Zoom, when they do call up, where's that being tracked? How often do we call them before then we just text them? When we finish text them, when do they then go on the email system? During a trial enrollment lesson, which is like your beginner type of lessons, what are they doing? What's the syllabus? You can't just have instructors coming in teaching what they want to teach, because what you will find is somebody that loves teaching sparring will tend to always go, right, well, let's do some sparring. Somebody that likes teaching basics or pad work will go, right, let's start teaching, let's start doing basics. And then you'll have this mismatch of standard. It all needs to be standardized. So going back to what I said right at the start of the video, though, you need to make sure that you're getting students through your doors. It's no good building all these systems when you're teaching 2 or 3 lessons, when you're teaching 2 or 3 students a lesson. If you've got a school less than 50 students at the moment, get out there and start marketing and get students in through your doors. Okay, if you work with me, I'll easily be able to double your school within probably 6 weeks to be able to get you 50 members. I'm not trying to BS you there at all, definitely not. But it's about you knowing what marketing to do, where to spend your efforts and energy, and then how to get them in to bring them in. You know, one of my great mentors used to say, "There's no problem that 100 white belts can't fix," and I'm sure that's the same in your school as well, really. Okay, and then that'll lead you on to other problems. What do I do? My classes are getting too big. Do I need to get another venue? Do I need to bring in more? And so every level there's a new devil. Just always remember that. Anyway, I hope you found a little bit of value in this video. Please hit the subscribe button. I'll be I'll be very grateful for that. Hitting the subscribe button, like it as well if you want, but definitely invest in a copy of the book. And again, I finish off all my videos like this. If you're truly serious about growing your school, if you want the charts to go upwards instead of, you know, flatlining, then get in touch. Because whatever you're doing now isn't working. I'm sorry to say that, but if you're wanting to grow, if you're wanting to build up your student numbers, watch some more of these YouTube videos, invest in a copy of my book. But if you truly are serious, then maybe look at becoming one of my mentees, all right? I'm going to forewarn you now, I only work with committed people. So I want people that really want to listen to what I've got to say, follow on my action points, and want to become better than they already are, okay? Yes, I mentor people, but I've also still got 2 mentors as well. One for general outlook on life and so on, but one from the property investing side of things that I do. So those help me in my property portfolio, and they also help me with my property investor mentees as well. Anyway, good luck, everybody. Keep taking steps further forward. Keep working on your mindset. Keep improving this, and good luck. Take care. Hope to speak to you soon.